Sound check. 1, 2, check. Sound check. 1, 2, testing. 1, 2. Shalom, Israel. With ISUPK started off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahanna, where we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group. Started off 1969, where we teach that blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians are the greatest people ever walked the face of the earth. Lashawan Qadash class is being taught tonight. I am Kazakh Shapar, Officer of 1,000. Had technical difficulties. Sorry for coming on a little late. But all people sign in. Just make sure you sign and get your credit for your names, your Hebrew names. And we're going to teach class what? Prepositions, little small class here. Prepositions, little possessive adjectives, and some plurals, okay? So you guys have any questions related to that, just put it in there in the chat. We're going to start off. See who we got in the chat. We'll let people check in to see. Um, Okay? That's what we're saying. A thun. That makes sense. So we good? Go ahead. Yeah, just to let you know, the female version for that same thing, to reiterate, to repeat it again, Barak, Barak. Like, you know, because you have connectors here, the Hebrew connectors say ba and then rock. That means bless, Barak. And of course, you have female, done. And normally you would just say atha, but you're saying if you want to say Barak atha, so a woman would say Yahweh Shema Yahweh Shema atha Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. But if you want to say a Barak atha in a setting for a female, you know, of course you'd say that athan. But for the men, they would say Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Barak atham. And we in turn would say Yahweh Shem Alathan Ba'Shem Ya'alathan. Alathan. There you go. See? Yahweh Shem Alathan Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. But I just happen to put Barak over there. But just understand that I'm just trying to say Athan is the plural for that. That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go on to another word. I guess everybody understands that. Galatazah. Okay. And we'll do it right now. I'll show you. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Barak Atham. And if they would, all the men would say Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Barak Atham, because I'm saying it to all of you all. Barak Atham. You know, so I'm talking to a lot of them. And of course, they will come back Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Barak Athah. They're only talking to one person. That's me, the person teaching the class in this particular case. That makes sense? All right, let's erase that right here. Yeah, we see people checking in the class, and we know people having a lot of issues with the computer. Of course, we have issues on our end with somebody's got this thing in letterbox form. I guess they think we're at the moves. I don't know what the hell they're doing. But I'd rather have my computer back to normal. So whoever did it, let's change it back, please. Lock it to the men over me. You know, all the ones that's under me, please change it back. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's go to some words here where we can use some prepositions, right? All right. You know, let's see if we got a word right here. Let's see if you guys can come up with what this word is. We're going to use, again, we're going to use Hebrew. We're going to use ancient Hebrew, right? Like this. Tell me what this word is. And we're going to go, as a matter of fact, I'll go this. I'll do this right here. Matter of fact, I use this right here. Right there. I was going to use. Just tell me what that word is. Okay? And of course, if you like that form, let's put it also in Assyrian. Let's do this. Let's do that same word in Assyrian. Let's take it down here. All right, Slock here. Trying to write a little larger so people can see that. Okay. We're going to go like this. There we go. All right, y'all tell me. They can see that, right? Now, that same word, I got it in two languages. I have it in Assyrian right here in red, and in black, I have it in ancient Hebrew, okay? So, you know, see if you guys can transliterate this and write it on the screen. What does this transliterate? Because by now you guys should have graduated at least. And if not, just let me know, sir. Hey, I'm still working on my Hebrew chart. And I'm slowing it down as much as possible so you guys can read, so you can have an understanding of the Hebrew chart. This kind of teaches you the Hebrew chart. It teaches you the connectors. It's teaching you prepositions at the moment. How about that? So right now we're doing three things here, believe it or not. We're doing prepositions. We're doing the Hebrew chart because that's all of these symbols here. That is the Hebrew chart. We're doing two different languages, doing four things, and then we're doing the Hebrew connectors. Just like that. That's four things. That's a whole lot of information to give you. So in the ancient Hebrew writing, tell me what this word transliterates out. Write it in English. Write it in English, and then we'll tell you what that word is, and then we'll go from there. Because from small words, you can build up to big words, which you can build sentences. It's not like English. You don't gotta say, I would like a glass of water. My yum, we would say that differently. So we have to learn the small words first, and then we can grow from there. But right now we're teaching you specifics so you can understand how to use your prepositions at this moment. And of course, I assume you know what these upside down U's mean. They're Hebrew connectors, right? And of course, if you don't like the ancient Hebrew, you like the Assyrian. And I like to repeat again, the Assyrian, what? The Assyrian was when we were in our captivity. So some people like to see the Assyrian, but I like reading the original from the Most High that He's given us before we were in captivity. How about that? Got tongue tangle over there. All right. Okay. So y'all get them brains working. I'll give you about 5, 15, 20 more seconds. How about that? And y'all tell me, y'all got what this is? What does this say? Anybody? Transliterated. I mean, it's sitting right in front of you. It's going to teach you a lesson it's in one of these forms: preposition, possessive, adjectives, or plural. Okay. Okay, we got it. All right, let's go ahead. What you got?
Haratazah?
Huh?
Haratazah.
Haratazah. Let's see. Let's spell it out. Sister has I'm spelling it from the board myself. Ra, and then she has Tazah. Okay, well, shit. That look right. Let's clap it up for the sister there, right? Right. That's what it looked like to me. What is Haratazah? Anybody know? How are we doing over there? That board is. What is Haratazah? Anybody? What you got, sister?
Earth.
It means earth. And then what does Ha mean?
The earth.
The earth. Did she got that right? So it simply translates to be the earth. Anybody else? I didn't spell that right, did I? How many earths I got right there? That better? Let's clap it up, sister, right there. Right. All right. The earth, aratazah, and that's the earth. Now, we put a preposition up front. That's what ha is. It represents that preposition. Okay, ha. Okay, that is called a preposition. What is a preposition? It sits before a word to change its meaning. Okay, that's what this is. That's what it is. Okay, so that makes sense. It sits before words, so that means if that's the case, then I can take and put this preposition in front of any word, right? I can do this. I can say instead of ha, I can use and say this one. I can say I can do this one right here. What does that mean then? If I did that, I'll keep this one aratazah. So what would that ba mean? Anybody? So if I said ba, what would that be? Anybody? Well, it would mean in. It's in. And of course, now you got a preposition chart starting right here. Okay? You got ha, the. Okay? That makes sense? In. Now you understand the meaning behind what we're doing, right? We can say in. Okay? So y'all think on that, right on your notes. And that's just part of what the prepositions are doing to you here. You know? So what would that be? Slocky. Okay. So we good? Y'all get that? Y'all got that over there? It looks, yeah, it looks good, pretty good. Okay. All right. Okay. So far, so good. And that's what a preposition is. Of course, when you're doing prepositions, you got to understand that let's see. Let's do some more. You got to understand that you got to be careful of what you're saying and when you want to say it. I'm just teaching you not necessarily the time and place and where to put it in the sentence. I'm just teaching you that they exist, teaching you that they really the different forms of prepositions. That makes sense. We can have what did I say? That we got in the earth. And of course, ba can also mean on the earth. That makes sense. It can also mean on the earth. Okay. Of course, don't forget about your Assyrian down here. I know most people didn't forget about it, but that's ha'aratazah also. But we're using the ancient Hebrew, right? Oh, we can say ka. How about ka? Can we do that? We can use a ka. Okay, like this. Ka, and that means like the earth. You understand? Something like that, or to the earth. We can say la. Can they see this? Yeah, they can see that. We can say la. We can say to. Okay. We can say ma, can we not? Can't we use ma? What do you think ma would mean? Of the earth. Okay? That means that you can use any one of them, and I can use any verb, a noun, well, mainly a noun, and I can change its meaning by simply adding a preposition in front of it. It has to go in front. That's what some people don't get. They think that, oh, I can put it anywhere. No, you have to put it pretty much in front. That means that you can change another word and change its meaning. And that's what Hebrew is about, making words happen, changing them to to um, to add to them. But you have to go with the root word. You can never change that. That's what this is. You change its meaning by putting something in front of it. The earth, in the earth, on the earth, like the earth, to the earth. Of course, when you read it in the Bible, you simply accept it for what it is. It's already written there. That's what the Most High wanted there, right? That ain't what I'm saying. Just change its meaning that way. I'm just saying if you're writing a sentence or a statement or something you're trying to write in Hebrew, just know that the access of prepositions are at your hand. They're there. You know, you can use in, the, like, to, on, of, a few other ones, but that's what we want to understand, right? Okay. And we got more, of course. So we use haratza. Let's go to another word here. Let's go to something else here so people can understand. Let's go to something different. Very good. Appreciate that you guys participated. Y'all keep those. I'm not going to write them on the board necessarily again like that, but keep them so you'll understand that I wrote them down. That makes sense.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. There we go. Oh, ooh, that ain't right. How's that? There. Okay. A little better. I'm at full screen over there. There. Second there, please. Shah. Okay, good. Okay. All right. Water. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to something here. Let's go to a word. Let's attack some more prepositions and or let's do a possessive adjective. It occurs at the end of a word to form its possession, like you own something. That makes sense? Yeah. A possessive adjective. So we can do it like this. Let's write a possessive adjective up here. How about that? Y'all ready for one of them? Y'all ready for one of them? Possessive? Huh? When you say like let's do let's do a word like well, let's go before we do that one. Let's do this. Let's go back to prepositions for a second. Let's do this one right here. Let's figure out what this one is, okay? Y'all tell me what this is. Okay? Let's do here. Transliterate this, right? We're gonna work on this one right here, and then we'll go. We'll go on this word right here. We'll go like this. All right, transliterate that word right there. Okay. Just write basically how you transliterate a word. You simply write write down every letter. I have the connectors up here. Now I'm writing this in ancient Hebrew. I'm not going to write it in Assyrian right now. I've got just transliterate every every letter, and that would be a character. These are Hebrew characters up here. And keep in mind that these are connectors. Connectors help connect the characters together to make a sound. So if I have a single connector under there like this, all right, like that upside down U, that just means that sound is by itself. If I got a connector that has a U under it, that is a connector. Well, we don't call that an individual connector, do we? What do we call that?
It's pentacle.
That's right. What'd you call it?
It's a pentacle.
Yeah, it depends. What does it depend on?
Each one.
Each one. It depends on the sound of here and there to make one sound, right?
Okay.
That's why we write that. Matter of fact, let me put those connectors in. It would help you. Let me put those connectors in red like that. How about that? See that right there? And then I put the now that helps you. Now we're gonna figure out what we got here, because we got prepositions going on here. Before we move on to possessive adjectives, let's exploit this and put it in a little sentence here real quick, okay? Let's exploit that, because and kind of show you how to use something. It goes, and just remember what a preposition is. A preposition is a sound that goes before a word to change its meaning. It has to go before that word, okay? Not necessarily before the sentence, just before the word. You can have words set in sentences. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Okay. So y'all work on this transliteration. Transliterations in class, it takes time to simply take a pencil and paper and say, let me write out the symbols that these stand for. And I'll keep in mind that it has connectors, in dependent connectors in red, independent connectors in black here. Of course, in ancient Hebrew in the time, that's what we use to make our sounds and connect them together. And of course, there are prepositions in here. Well, let's write it in English. But why do you say write it in English? Because if you understand, you have to write this thing first. I wrote it in Hebrew for you. So I want you to use the chart to write that in English. Now, I wish I could have a Hebrew, not an Assyrian, but I wish I had a way of writing it in Hebrew, and then I can put what the word is and say, now write that in Hebrew. But I can't. I can do it in Assyrian, but I like to do it in ancient, so I don't like to do it I don't like to post that in anything else but the ancient language. I will write this Syrian down. However, that being the case, all it is a certain match to match. You just look up the symbol for this word. There. You just simply look up the symbol that applies under the Syrian language. There we go. The symbol that applies under the Syrian language there. Anybody come up with that yet? You still writing it? I mean, you got the chart, but if you, and it's good to use the chart, but if you get real good, you don't even need the chart. You can just memorize it. But if you can't, go ahead and take your wine out, your yan or your water or your mayam, and go to work on it. That's the way I look at it. We still got people trying to, okay. All right. If they don't got it, we'll go ahead and write it out. Okay. All right. Let's write it out. Let's write out what this is. You got anything yet? Nobody?
No.
Okay. Ah.
Wow.
So we're going to write ah, an. That's what that is saying. I believe that's what that's saying. Anya. And here's one of the words, anya, which means I, basically. And this is a rare time when you take the ha off of there. You take it off of there. You don't need it because you're joining it with the na. That's a rare time to do that. So anya, then you want to write the word what? Ba. Why? Because that's what this B is. It's a ba. Okay. But then you have the word what? What's this word here? Ra. R-A. Then you have I-B. What does all that mean? Well, so we're writing it backwards here. So let's see. Okay. Okay. Ra'ad means hunger or hungry. I'm hungry. We'll say hunger in this case. Okay. And then ba, that's a preposition that comes before ra'ad. So that would neatly say I'm with hungry. I'm with hunger. In other words, it's to say I'm hungry. That makes sense. Ba, I am in hunger. So if I'm in hunger, well, you can say it like this. You can say I'm in hunger. Or in that case, I'm with, and we said you want to say I'm with hunger. That makes sense. So you use ba. Ba is actually the preposition before ra'ad. That makes sense. Ra'ad means hunger. Ba is in hunger. I am in hunger, man. And anya is I. That makes sense? Or I am. Okay? Or basically this I is this really, when you're saying that, it's really I am. Okay? I am. Now I'm writing this backwards because this Hebrew is written backwards. And of course it's I am with or in hunger. Now that's how you would say that when real in the smallest way you can say it. You don't got to do a whole lot of writing to that. That makes sense? Anybody else get it on there? Wait, write that down in you guys' notes. I know, I understand. And then we'll go over, we'll have a short class tonight because I know we got to do something else. And somebody wants to do something else in South Carolina there. But anyway, I am with or in hunger. Anyaba ra'ib. Now, what do? We take a root word here. Ra'ib, hunger. We use the preposition right here. Here's a root. That's a root word, right? We use a preposition. Okay. And we use a regular root word or I am or ah. That makes sense? Ah. Does everybody get that? Well, y'all ain't responding, so I guess I have to clap it up in the class anyway then. And I know sometimes, man, y'all getting off work, man, it's hard. You got to cook meals and stuff. You got to prep, you know. But here's a beautiful sentence right there. It calls y'all hungry, or you could put down there, I'm with thirst. You can look up the word for thirst and do the same thing. That makes sense. Same thing. Same thing. That's how sentences are formed. But you got to first, the thing you have to do is learn the Hebrew chart and understand how to write Hebrew. So then you got to learn your words. And now the words will come with your vocabulary. I got that, right? That makes sense. And then that's everybody is like that. You have to learn, right? Right? You have to learn that first. So but anyway, we'll give people a chance to write that down. Okay. Y'all take your time, write that down. You got that down, Hawaba? You're writing it anyway, aren't you? And,
I translated it.
Did you?
Yes.
All right. Clap it up for the sister right there, right? Very good. Absolutely. So if I were to say thirst, I would say, if I was going to say this word, I would say this word right here. I would say, if I want to say thirsty, or I am thirst, I am with thirst. If I can even spell it right. Okay. All right. So you would say, you would use that word tazah. Let's do this one right here. Let's do this. Let's do it in ancient instead of that Assyrian stuff, right? We would write down tazama, tazama. Then we'd say ah. Okay, that makes sense. Tazama, tazama. Of course, we have to put the connectors on here. Tazah, ma, ah. Or it's to say ta, za, like that. You write the full tazah there. Then you say ma. Then you say ah. Or you can just say tazama. I believe it's like this. Tazama. 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 It may be tazama, but I believe it's tazama. Nah, yeah, that's not right. There's got to be another I in there because it's the I at the end there. So you have to put like that. Tazama. That makes sense? So if you say that same word, you say anya ba tazama. 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 So you make that one sound. That's what I would do. Okay. So I put the full connector in there to make it one sound, right? So let's reiterate. What's a preposition? That's the ba. That means in or with. I am with hunger. I am with thirst. That makes sense? Okay. We'll let that stay there for a second. Then we'll put one more, and then we'll. I know. Some people when they say thirst, that could be for mayam, water, or yayan, wine. Either one. But that's what you're saying there. You use a preposition. I'm, or you can say I'm in or I'm with. To be in something or with something, that's about the same meaning. Y'all understand though? So don't get all tagged up just because we go to this oppressor school and they speak I am hungry today. Or I say I'm with hungry. So where you come from? Well, that's how I say it. I am with hunger. Or I am with thirst. Or I am thirsty. Same thing. And of course I have to modify the word a little bit, but that preposition right there, I am. Or you can say my hunger. Now, how would you say that if there was my hungry? I'd have to use a possessive adjective, wouldn't I? That brings us to a point. My hunger. That's Yah. So you say Ra'ab Yah. That's my hunger. So I can do that, can I? Why not? I can do it like this. I can say Ra Ib Yah. That's a preposition. That's no longer a preposition. That's a what? Possessive adjective. Okay? That makes sense? Ra'abya. Well, I don't want to get that too close to that. Let's make this a little neater right here. Yah. Let's do this a little better. Ra'abya. That is a possessive adjective. Possessive adjective. Right here. Ra'abya. That means, what does that mean? What would that mean to you? It's just you claim it. That's my hunger, right? It's my hunger. It's my hunger. It's my hunger. But you have to say it that way. You have to say it's my hunger. But if you want to say it this way, I am with hunger. You have to say Anya. I'm ba in or with ra'ai hunger. Or you can say my thirst. You can say tazamaya. Because Yah is a what? The reason why is because Yah is in this particular case, Yah is equal to mine because it's a possessive adjective. That makes sense? Yah. Slovakia. There we go. Okay? Matter of fact, let's divide the board right here. How about that? Now we're on to what? Possessive adjectives now, right? Man, I ain't get this written right here. Let's do it like this. There's the root word right there. And the possessive adjective is Yah in this case. So let's write it out. There. That's the possessive adjective right there. I mean, sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, possessive. Because it's showing possession. You put a possessive adjective to show possession to a word. And that word, find out the root word first. In this case, Yah is mine. Is right? What if I want to say our hunger? Remember that word? Well, let's do it this way. Let's do it. Why not? Well, if I want to say, what I would say is Ra'ib Nawa. Can I do it that way? Of course, because that's what it's going to be. Nawa. What does Nawa mean? Well, in this case, Nawa is, see, we got my here, and we got our here. Nawa means our. Let's put it above here, so I don't want to get people confused right there. No more confused than there already is. My, and we're gonna put our right here. How about that? Can they see that better? There we go. And those are possessive adjectives, okay? We got the possessive adjective. They can see that better. We'll leave that. We'll leave the prepositions on this side. Okay. And we'll put the possessive adjectives on this side, okay? We've already done some plurals, so let's say possessive adjectives right there. How about that? That makes sense? Of course, just remember, if I want to say thirsty, I can say my thirsty. I can just say my thirst, I'm sorry, not thirsty, my thirst. This is my thirst. All right? I'm thirsty in here. Right? I mean, that's basically what it's saying. It's my thirst, you know. So I want to use my thirst. Y'all with me so far? Okay. All right. How about that? Okay. And now that's right. Now what? That's our. Okay. Well, let's find another one. Let's see if I want to use another one here. And of course, you can say his or it or ha or now what? You can say y'all thirst. You can say ra'ad come. But you know, ra'ad come. Khan is women. You know, you can say that for y'all thirst. You know. But of course, you know, there are a whole lot of things I can't get into tonight. It's just too much. But we're going to go over maybe, let's see, one more, and then we'll what we got here. Is anybody all right, let's see. Let's do this one. So we good with that? Okay, good. Let's do another one here. We got all that. I hate to erase that beauty work, right? Prepositions and possessive adjectives. Okay, yeah. So that's those are possessive adjectives. There's a few of them right there. Mine, ya, my, and nawa, our, and like I said, con and com, right? For their, for men and women, their. Yeah, I don't get it now. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's erase this. I think we got that right.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about thirst and hunger, earths. Don't y'all go out there and get y'all a big old hamburger now after class now. A burger, I'm sorry, not hamburger. A burger. Let's do the UPK way. We don't eat ham. Right? So lucky, yeah. Right? So let's do this one right here. Let's say this right here. Let's do this word right here. Are we good with that? Okay. Let's do this one. We're going to write this one here real quick. And then we're going to kind of like be on the end of our class here. Okay. Let's see, where am I at? Yeah. You gotta, let's see what we got over here. Oh, Slocky. Yeah, there we go. And then we're gonna go like this. Now we're gonna put some. Of course, you got to always put your connectors here, don't you? Now I kind of like put these little dots so you can show there's words between there. All right. Then I'm gonna say like that. How about that? See if y'all can transliterate that. That'll be the last one tonight. Work on that one. I ain't gonna tax your brain no more because I know y'all. That's the last one. And we're gonna exercise your mind when it comes to this. Of course, we're talking about over here. What did I say this was? This is we're gonna give an example of a preposition and a possessive adjective also in one statement here, okay? And of course, we're using it in ancient Hebrew. Like I said, I like to use the ancient Hebrew because it has to connect us and you can pronounce things a little better. It's hard, so you won't, so people want, I think our people a lot misunderstand the connectors. That's why you have some of those fake groups out there. They saying shalom. When they see it in the Bible, they think it's shalom because the shalom that the fake Hebrews use out there is just like that. They don't understand these connectors because they're using the Assyrian Hebrew, which don't have connectors, so they can say it any kind of way. It's anything. It don't matter. It's right off the tongue. Shalom or shalom or shalom. What the hell is that? Get in Hebrew class so we can teach you how to read Hebrew, both ancient and Assyrian. With ISUPK, start off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahanna. Since 1969, we've been teaching Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians make up the 12 tribes of Israel. And of course, we are the first and foremost. So when the Most High gave us the Hebrew, we just assume it's okay to speak it. It's okay to talk. Yeah, that's how we are. I mean, transliterate that word. Let's work on that before we end. All right. I'm gonna work on it with y'all. Okay. I'm gonna give you the first one. I'm gonna say this right here. That look like a Shah to me. That like a Shah, ain't it? I be damn. Anybody else? That's a Shah. Okay. And then I got this word here. Not that long. It's just all right. Of course, like just remember the tonight's class is prepositions, possessive adjectives, and plurals. Okay. We'll put plural back up here. And we've used an example of all of them. Preposition comes before a word to change the meaning of that word, of that, in nouns, all verbs. And then we have possessive adjective. It goes at the end of a word. Words make sentences, and we use words here, right? Anya ba ra'ib. We've used words ra'ab ya. Did we not? So we're trying to tell you how to use prepositions, and I've also used it in a possessive adjective. I've even used barak athan, barak a thumb. I'm sorry, barak a thumb in men, and I use barak a thun in women. I'm going to talk to a woman. If I'm going to talk to more than one woman, I'm going to use a plural, right? Thun. Men is hum. For women is han. That makes sense? Or con and com. There and there. But y'all and y'all, all y'all, for men, barakathum. For women, barakathun. And sometimes we'll get to, we'll go over the salutes for men and women. Of course, I just went over some words And of course, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Baraka Thumb to all my brothers. Yahweh Shamar Alathan Bashem Yahweh Shai. I just used it right there. So you got to understand that. So what we got? Anybody? What these means? What you got up there? Anybody? I guess you got to be the one. What's this mean? How about that? That'll help you?
Yes, I have Bashamaya.
Ah, you got Sha, Ma, Shamayam. Well, damn. Well, goddamn. Shamayam. Slock you. Just I want to say that. Yam. Right? So, Ba. Root word. Okay? What does this mean? What is a Shamayim? Sha is witch. When you want to use not like witchcraft, we want to use like witch, like this name, like who's like interrogative, okay? That interrogative word, this witch. That word, WHICH. Like which one? Right? And here, this means heaven. Or heavens, because we pluralized it, did we not?
God.
Heaven or heavens. Okay? There's a plural there. Okay? Now, what does this ba mean again? You remember in preposition form? Because it comes, if we've identified the word as heavens now, and we said it's a plural because we're saying yam, so shemayams is heavens. So what is ba? Yeah. Clap it up for that sister, man. That's right, exactly right. Damn right. That's right. In heaven. Yeah.
Manaima,
Yeah.
she said Bashamayan, our Father, but it means in heaven. She thought it meant in heaven, our Father.
Okay, well now, since she said that, let's go over that. Do you want to say our Father? Our Father would be Abba Nawa. Okay? That's what our Father means. And it was spelled just like this. That's very good, sis. Let's spell it in Hebrew. Abba Nawa. So we're going to say Ah. We're going to say Ba. And then we're going to say Nawa. And Nawa is a great possessive adjective. That's a possessive adjective right there, Nawa. Abba simply means our Father. Abba, that's Abba is Father. Okay. Okay. And of course, Nawa means our. So let me write it out here. Speaking ahead to here. Nawa. Abba. Let me write it up. Let me write it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to write it backwards here. Sorry, Slocky. I get in trouble like this all the time. Abba. That's it. Abba. So let's write it. Let's write it till it makes sense here in Hebrew. Okay, this is Abba. What's that, sister? Manaima. Okay. Here you go, sis. Abba. And then when you want to write our, that is a what? Possessive adjective. That's a possessive adjective right there. Okay. And this means our. Lucky. This means Father. Okay. And this means our. That makes sense? So then we'll say na in a wa. And you say, when you get na wa, ooh, that's hard. Forgot my wa. I forgot. Where's Y at up there? Oh, there it is. Jeez, it's been so while since I've done this. There. Sometimes I get it. Na wa. So I'm just gonna make that one sound. Na wa. But that's what it means. And this is our, and this means father. That makes sense, sis?
She said, "Come, I don't want to come."
Yeah, there you go. But let's clap it up for that sister right there. That's what it means, sis. Thank you for tuning in. How Shema about Shemi, how was shot. But Abba, okay, Nawa. Again, that is a possessive adjective because you're saying our father. You're giving possession to the father. It's not everybody's father. It's only the 12 tribes of Israel. That makes sense. It's our father. Matter of fact, let's give a text to fit that. I always try to give text to fit things here before we go. Let's find out here. Let's see. I mean, it's supposed to be our father, right? Let's see what the Lord is talking about here when he says our father, man. I mean, the Bible says this in Deuteronomy 7:6. I'll give you a whole lot of text, but I like this one. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people. See, it's our father, okay, that are upon the face of the earth. So we say, Abanawa Shabbat Shemayim Kodesh Haya Shemka. Yahweh Malachokah Thaba Aratazaka. Haya Bashemayim Atananawa Lakam, call you one, watch lucky now. And I keep going. But the point is, that's the Lord's Prayer. And that's pretty much, you'll find this in the Lord's Prayer. Sha Ba Shemayim, which in the heavens. And over here, since she brought it up there, we say Father is Abba, Nawa is our. So we say Abba, Nawa. Let's clap it up for class right here. Ended on that note right there. We appreciate that, sis. You gave me a thought for the end of the class there. So next week, we're going to work on it. Make sure you tune in. All your brothers and sisters, y'all tune in. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barak Atam to my brothers. Yahweh Shema Alathan Bashem, Yahweh Shai to my sisters. And so we're going to do some Hebrew announcements. Well, I'm glad you understand that Lashawan Qadash, written right from left, we went over preposition, possessive adjectives, and plurals. Right? Let's clap that up again, right? Clap that up. All right. Anybody got any questions on that or anything? All right. I mean, that's something been answered. what our letterbox form is, somebody fix this, man, for me. Fix that up there. Somebody. I don't know. Anyway, we are the ISUPK started off in 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. The rule for the new brother and sisters: when a brother or sister come to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if the brother and sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother and sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8 and 10 means 10th in the Hebrew. Ma Aishara. 10% of every penny of the increase of the Most High gives you, right? Give to the Treasury Department, the priest fund, free will offering for the priests, not mandatory whatsoever amount. You would like Holy Convocations. We're going to have the next Holy Convocation is Purim, 14th day to 15th day of the 12th month, Thursday, 13th March, Friday, 14th of March, 2025. You find that in the book of Esther 9, 20, and 21, right? Then we're going to remind Akim and Akwaf to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, and headbands and scarf, right? And we're going to salute out our brothers and salute out our sisters. Here's a good example here. So we're gonna take our time and do the salute, okay? Mab Shabbat, Majid, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Atam, Yah Matar, Star, face the sisters. Mab Shabbat, Majid, Barak, Yahweh Shema Alathan, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh Shema Alathan, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai.
Yah Matar. Class is missed. Clap it up.